So in this video, I'm going to talk about the prediction pipeline. So let's see the code. So this is we have to start from our config entity file. So in our config entity file, I have added a new class for our US Visa Predictor config as our as US Visa Predictor config. So it will take two things. One is model file name. So it will be stored in model file path and the model bucket name, which will be stored in model bucket name as a string. Okay. So now this is our main file, prediction pipeline.py. This file is created inside our pipeline. So let me show you. Where is it? So this is our main folder. This is US Visa. This is pipeline. Inside our pipeline, I have created a file, prediction pipeline.py. Now let's see the code. So I have just imported all the classes from config entity, US Visa Predictor config. From S3 estimator, we have US Visa estimator, which will help, which we have already created to take our model from S3 and it will predict for us. Okay, so we are going to use this. This is US Visa exception, and this is for logging, etc. So this is our US visa data. So we have to, when we are predicting, we have to get the data, right, as an input, which will get from our front end. So this is that. These are the features that is there in our data. Okay, and this we are storing all these inside our class attributes. Okay, as the education of employee. So this is clear. Now this is our get US visa data. Okay, I'll explain this function first. Let me explain this one. Get US visa data as dictionary. So it of whatever features we have here, it will be converted as a dictionary by this method. Get US visa data as dictionary. You can see we have used self dot all the variables which we have defined, and we have given this as key, and it is a value. So container will be key, and here there will be value which a user has provided. So it will be a dictionary, and we will return this dictionary. Okay. Then we will use this function, this method, which is get US visa input data frame. So this will convert the dictionary, which is from this function. Okay, and it will convert it into a data frame, and it will return the data frame. Okay. So I think this is clear. Now this is our function US visa classifier. So sorry, this is a new class which we have created. This was US visa data. It is for getting our data first as a dictionary, then converting it into a data frame. And this is our another class US visa classifier, which we will use to do the predictions. So this is it will take the prediction pipeline config, okay, and it will store it as this variable. And then this is our main function, which is predict. So it will do the prediction for us. This is just a logging. It will call the US visa estimator function, which I have already mentioned this, which we have written in S3 estimator, which will do the predictions for us. It will get the model from S3 and it will do the predictions. So we are using that. We are passing the bucket name, model bucket name, and the model file path, and it will be stored in model. The instance will be stored in as model, and then we are doing model.predict, and we are passing the data frame which we have received from this class. Okay, this US visa data. Sorry, US visa data. Okay, this from this we are getting the data frame. We are passing it here, and using dot predict, we are getting the result, okay, and we are returning the result. So I think this is clear. Now let's go to our file demo.py. I have commented the last code which was there for our training pipeline, and this is our new code. We are calling the US visa data, US visa classifier, and we are calling the US visa data class, and its instance will be stored here, and we are passing these inputs. You can see continent as Asia, doctorate. This I as a user have passed it, okay? And we are giving this we are calling this get US visa input data frame function, and we are storing it in US visa df. Okay, so I have just called this function, this get US visa in data frame. Okay, this function, and it will convert this dictionary into a data frame, and it will be storing US visa df. Now we are calling our main function US visa classifier, and it will take this model predictor. Uh, okay, and so its instance is model predictor, and using this model predictor instance, we are using the dot predict function, which I have shown you here. This predict function. Okay, and when we are passing this data frame US visa df as a data frame, and we are getting the value. So, and it will print the value. So let's run. I have already run it once. So yeah, this is Python demo.py. It is giving us one as a output, which means our visa will be approved given this input. Okay, let me also show you logs. Where is log? Okay, this is our log. This is our last log. Okay, so you can see the last four lines: exited load model method, entered predict method, using the train model to get predictions, use the train model to get predictions. So I think this is working.